Next one is Marie Byrne. Welcome.
Kia ora. Marie lives. Kia ora, my name's Marie Byrne and I'm coming to you today as a resident and homeowner in Phillipstown to talk to you about road and traffic safety in Phillipstown, and something that's very dear to my heart, and you'll see why a bit later. First of all, having a look at Ferry Road between Wilson's and Aldwin's. This is a really busy stretch of road, and a lot of these photos I took a couple of Saturdays ago, and it's part of the Ferry Road master plan, but it's a fair way out for funding. And a lot of my concern comes at the moment with, or part of the concern I and other residents have is with the safety here for all road users, motorists, pedestrians, cyclists. And as you can see here, the marking on the road is enabling motorists to park their cars across the footpath. So that's cars using a footpath where normally you would have pedestrians using it, but it's also not safe biking down Ferry Road either. So as you can see there, we've got a cyclist using it. And in the half hour that I was there taking photos, 4 different cyclists were cycling on either side on the footpaths down this stretch of Ferry Road. So what's also happening, of course, with more cars parking across the footpaths is the curbing and channelling is breaking away. So you can see there, and this is just only a couple of small examples of it. So I don't believe that the footpaths and the curbing and channelling were designed for that sort of wear and tear. So the maintenance costs would be a lot higher. So not only is it breaking up the curbing and channelling, but my question is also what's it doing to the stormwater system? So cars are parked further across onto the footpath, and the discharge of oil and other things into this, what's happening to the stormwater system. The condition of the roads as people are trying to cross makes it really difficult, and there's a lot of businesses on either side with pedestrians trying to cross. And what I'd like to see, if it's possible at any stage, to put in some pedestrian safety measures. On the left there with the photo with the blue circle is the only pedestrian refuge across Ferry Road there. But there's no, the yellow handle signal things there that you see on Colombo Street there that signify that that's a pedestrian crossing or anything like that. So it's really unsafe for pedestrians. I'm not going to say that there's a risk of pedestrians being hurt because it's already happened. We've had an elderly pedestrian killed on the stretch of road trying to cross the road. We've had kids knocked off their bikes. So it's not a might, it's already happened. And it's not just with pedestrians that there are the risks. Vehicles, what they're doing, because heading into town from Bordersley Street, there are 4 consecutive intersections where you cannot make a right-hand turn into Phillipstown. So motorists aren't patient. They just either cut across the wrong side of the road, cut all across the median, or do a U-turn into traffic. And I've seen all 3 happen. Would also like to see the side streets considered for slow neighbourhood program, particularly Olivia's. As you can see here, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of cars that are on either side, and so the cars are travelling down the middle. Why there's a lot of cars is because you've got an increased housing developments that are happening in the area, and where you have got a more than 2-car household, they're parking out onto the streets. And also with the developments, you've got a trades presence. And this truck here is actually a tradie, and you probably can't see it, but the tradies are sitting having a smoko break on the flat deck on the roadside. It's parked on the wrong side of the road, but also the truck door's open. And there was a narrow miss of an accident as a car came zooming around the corner, which is just to the left there of English Street, which is a side street. It's increased. We've also got a business down there. So Butler Marine, they park their boats on the street. Driver behaviour, it's also being used as a rat run. So where we've got the congestion heading down Ferry Road, particularly towards Sumner, impatient motorists are deciding they'll try and turn off and go down the side streets, and they will do it at speed. Also, cyclists, most cyclists will not cycle down Olivia's Matheson's. They will cycle down the footpaths. I've spoken to a lot of parents who said they will not let their kids bike down the streets. And the issue that compounds with the cyclists cycling on the footpath, if you're a motorist exiting your property and you don't see them, there's another accident waiting to happen. So the result, on the left, accident. That's actually my car 3 weeks ago. As I was driving down the street, down Olivia's Road, making a right-hand turn into a side street, a car decided that it was going to overtake me on the wrong side, and instead of me turning into the street, I turned into the car. Luckily, I wasn't seriously hurt. My car was, but I wasn't. The next picture is not so fortunate. That is the aftermath of the elderly resident that was killed on Ferry Road. So really would like your help. If there's, I'm not saying please put money, right now and to find money right now. But if there is any opportunities for any projects that maybe don't happen, please prioritise Phillipstown. Think about prioritising Phillipstown. Slow neighbourhoods programs, any other programs like that. If there's the opportunity to prioritise Phillipstown, I'm asking you please to do that. Thank you. Sorry, I was a wee bit over time.
No, the timing's fine. We've heard people describe the situation at a number of submissions that we've had so far, but you're ending with a very graphic image of the reality.
And it is the reality. And I don't feel safe every time I go out and drive down my street, and I should be able to feel safe going out and driving down my street.
Yeah. All right, no, it was a superb presentation. Thank you very much. And
Thank you
for going to all of that trouble. It's appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.